Ladies and gentlemen, our coverage here at K&S WRESTLEFEST continues at the Ramada Inn, and you're about to be completely damaged.
Completely damaged! Completely damaged!
Completely damaged fans, we are back here at K&S WRESTLEFEST 9 with the one and the only Jim the Anvil Neidhart. Welcome back to Completely Damaged.
Welcome back to Completely Damaged. I have never left.
That's very true.
Do these look like damaged goods to you?
No comment, no comment.
What do you mean no comment? You're the commentator.
Oh man, you are the man, first of all, I want to say. And what have you been up to?
I'm about 6'1" right now.
I mean, wrestling, professional wrestling, what have you been up to?
That was a joke.
Oh, thank you. I'm sorry. You're very intimidating to be next to.
Intimidating? What is there intimidating about me?
Well, you're
just because I was a defensive tackle with the Dallas Cowboys? No. Nose tackle with the Oakland Raiders? No. Best shot putter in the world at 18, competing against the Russians, Germans, and Polish? No. Member of the Hart Foundation? Possibly, yes.
Yeah, I think that one's it, definitely.
You are correct. Did you go to school?
I did go to school. Yeah, I'm actually in school right now.
You should go back and study some more.
I know. I'm so sorry, Jim. So sorry. But part of the Hart Foundation, like you said, with the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart. What are some of your favorite memories of being a part of that company, WWF, and also as part of that tag team?
WWF? What is the WWF? World Wildlife Foundation?
Like
We're not promoting panda bears here.
No, not here. We're promoting the WWE and Jim the Anvil Neidhart, of course.
Yeah, that's a little more like it. And your question.
How was it like to be part of the Hart Foundation with the manager of managers, the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart?
the manager of managers, Jimmy Hart? Well, Jimmy Hart has always been kind of a little slime ball, kind of sneaky and talks really fast, but every now and then he'll put a point in and get something actually done.
And what were some of your favorite matches of being a part of the Hart Foundation?
I think that someone should turn their computer on and go to YouTube.
Definitely, there is a lot.
And just click in my name and press enter.
Guys, go to Google, like Jim the Anvil Neidhart said. Look up all those fantastic matches. And Mr. Neidhart,
if it's on the internet, don't believe it.
Guys, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, the man. The pleasure is all mine. Thank you very much, sir. And have a great day.
Thank you.
Hi boys, you're watching Completely Damaged.
Damaged fans, welcome back. I am here with Smith Hart. Thank you very much for your time, sir.
My pleasure, nice to be here. It's a nice day and back sort of, I was born in Long Beach, not too far from here in New York, but I had a nice trip down from Toronto and see a lot of old friends here and even my brother-in-law, Jim Neidhart.
Now, can you explain to us a little bit about the dungeon?
I don't know how the name came about for the dungeon, but I think it was probably dubbed so by some of the victims or the aspiring wrestlers that may have emerged from there. Some didn't make it. Like, you know, if you get a good enough stretching, as they called it, if you weren't fairly hardy, you would never come back. The Stomper, who I rate as probably the second greatest villain of all time, maybe right behind Abdullah the Butcher, at least for Calgary, as far as making money in Stampede Wrestling goes. He got a mauling there when he was 16 years old. He challenged all our wrestlers and all that, and the fans, like, he'd do it right in public at the arena. So the fans are starting to say, "What are you afraid of, Stu? Let him have a chance at your champion," and all that. So my dad kind of was compelled to invite him out to the house for a little treat, and we came there, and my dad showed him no mercy. And it took him 5 years and the death of his first wife, which was suicidal, for him to come back with his hat in his hand and say that he'd like another chance. My dad showed no mercy again, mauled him, tied him up in knots, and pretty much shoved his head up his ass, if you pardon the crude term. And that's when Archie kind of got serious about wrestling, and he kind of backed off, and he went down to Kansas City and trained with some of the greats down there like Lou Thez and Bob Geigel and But he came back. He was outside of Abdullah. He made more money for Stampede Wrestling than anybody else.
Now, what was one of your favorite matches of your career?
That I witnessed?
Yep.
Probably the best one that comes to mind was an hour-long draw with Killer Kowalski and Gene Kiniski for the world's title, and I don't know what year it was, but it was in the grandstand, and it should have been a 20,000 attendance, but it rained all that night, so the gate was dismal, and we were wishing we'd had rain insurance, but they battled in the rain for an hour solid, no falls, just beating the hell out of each other.
Now, what were your thoughts of your brother Brett going back to the WWE and versing McMahon at WrestleMania?
Well, money's money, and I was glad to see him do it. And it gave all us a little chance for a few crumbs and a little fun. It was a great trip for a five-star hotel, first-class accommodations, great celebrities, and beautiful setting in that arena in that city in Phoenix. It got a lot of us together because I came from Puerto Rico, a lot of us came from Florida, Keith came from Montana, the rest came from Calgary pretty much, but it was really good. It was like a high school reunion. It drew us together, and I don't blame Brett. Brett was, maybe by his own demise was cheated out of a lot of glory years and maybe even money, but I know Brett's been he invested his money well, and he didn't squander it. And I know even despite a lot of alimony payments, he's doing well, and we're all very happy for him. His book was a bestseller, and Bruce has got a book out now that's pretty controversial. Brett doesn't agree with a lot of it, but I wish them all good luck on their book sales.
Definitely. Now, you have a book coming out too soon, right?
I do have a book. I'm about 2/3 finished, and I think I'm going to be calling the book Hearts and Cauliflowers. You can watch for that maybe as early as before next Christmas.
Now, do you have any websites where people can find more information about your appearances?
I'm on Smith Hart at hotmail.ca, and I have a blog out right now that gave my critique of WrestleMania 27, and I got a Facebook there. It's a lot of interesting pictures in it.
Awesome. Now, what was your thoughts on WrestleMania?
I didn't really think much of it, to tell you the truth. I think they convoluted a lot of good matches by putting 8 people in when they could have just had 4. And I didn't like the idea of opening up with a world title match.
That's true.
I really thought that Sheamus and
Daniel Bryan.
Bryan. Well, that would have been a much better match. They had it the next day.
Yeah.
It was too bad that Koloff had hurt his, what's his name?
Vladimir Koloff.
Vladimir Koloff. Yeah, he hurt himself, hurt his arm. He's a capable killer, that guy. He's a big, strong, Sambo wrestler, and I think he's a pretty nice guy. Him and Santino Marella are actually really good judo guys, and they're capable of beating almost anybody they wanted to.
Well, Smith Hart, thank you very much for your time, and any last words?
No, it's a pleasure to be down here, and thank you for the interview, and I'd like to say hi to all my kids if they ever see this publication, or say hi to all the wrestling fans that I've ever known. Thanks for the opportunity to spill my guts.
Well, thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Back to completely damaged action.
You ready? First, you want to go first? Got it? Hey everybody, this is Gilbert, man, with my partner, the bad boy Barry Hart, and it's completely damaged, baby.
I thought you were going to do it with me. Yeah.
Usually I speak first, but
you got me all screwed up.
You go for it.
All right, I'll do this, the bad boy Barry Hart.